Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Alright, can you, is it like, what is
I
it like
can hear you.
now?
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine now.
Okay, can you tell me if it happens again?
Yeah.
Okay, are we good to go?
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Okay, cool. Alright, okay.
Yep.
So, can you tell me, what's your peak rank?
Diamond 2.
Okay, how do you play against Zed? Like, what do you think about when you're against Zed?
In beginner, I want to push. Um, Try to dodge his Qs. And I mean, like, since I'm against Shaco, I just place the ward to the left there, pretty, at his rates, Raptors.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay,
That's pretty much my start.
how do you push? Like, what do you do?
Um, I Q, try to Q every minion, and auto attack the closest minion to me every time, or all the time.
Okay. Have you ever seen this thing where people walk up like this, use an attack on the champion, and then draw aggro from these 6 minions onto you? Therefore, your minion wave wouldn't be tanking it, and then you can pull the aggression down like this, so that um, you would have your melee minions hitting the magic minions, which would eliminate the main source of damage in this wave, thus making your wave slow push into his tower more quickly. Have you ever seen that?
I've never thought about that now.
Okay, so when you're in a matchup like this, where you want the lane to
Yeah.
push,
Mm.
you can do this for. It's easier to do this on ranged champions, obviously, because they're ranged. All you have to do is you wait for him to use a Q. Okay, the moment he uses Q, he can't do anything, obviously, because he's level 1.
Yeah.
And then after he uses Q, you walk into his wave on purpose, like this. You hit him with like a Q or an auto or both or whatever, and then you quickly, the moment the minions aggro onto you, you wrap around like this back. What will happen is these magics will follow down like this, and then these
Mm.
melees will target the magics first, which means that his wave's main source of damage will be eliminated first because the magic minions deal more damage than the melee minions, so that your wave is more healthy and thus is able to overall push into his tower on the next wave. Does that make sense?
Smart. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I mean, if you want, we can try this after like the stream, just to 1v1 and like practice it if you would like to.
Yeah,
It's up to you, but yeah,
sounds good.
that's kind of. So here, the difference between what I just said and like what you're doing is that if you do it like this, the normal, like the kind of conventional way,
Yeah.
there's no reason that he can't match this push. That's the thing,
Mm.
because the positioning of the minions have not changed, so it's very even. And if his Q can match your autos, then it's even. Tough to
Yeah.
push. Yeah, so like here, he can easily just match it now, because, yeah, it's even. He can just freeze this here, and then he can also,
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand. That's
yeah,
true.
you can see this is even, so. It is pushing slightly, but you would have been up, like, more minions the other way,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Uh, okay, so this tends to happen whereby you have um like there are some lanes where you get like advantages pretty early, like in this one for example, because it's range versus melee. Um, there like whenever this happens where like it's already under his tower after the first wave, never
Yeah.
ever wait like this. Okay, there's so many things you could do. One thing you could do that would really help you here actually is you walk up like this and then you queue here, okay, to check. Because if Shaco is walking, you can see it. If he hasn't done his Raptors, you would know that as well. And also, the good thing about this is Hecarim's topside. So if the Raptors are up, you can actually ping the Hecarim to come down and take the Raptors with you. Because Shaco and Zed can't fight this because Zed doesn't have priority. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys would win the trade.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Okay. Yeah.
So like this information is very valid, especially Hecarim. Hecarim clears the Raptors really quickly because of his Q. Um, this would have helped him out a lot if you would have told him whether or not the Raptors are up, right?
Yeah.
Always do something. Never sit in lane if you have the priority. Never ever sit in lane like this. Okay, it's good
Okay.
that you're like
Okay.
hiding. That's good. That's something that you should do. But don't do nothing. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In fact, hold on. In fact, yeah, I would even say that it would have been okay to back there. I think it would have been okay, and maybe you could have gotten a Doran's ring and boots. I think that would have been fine.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been okay as well. Yeah. Um, don't be afraid to back. Okay, don't be afraid to back. Even if it's only for a pink ward, don't be afraid to do it. It's um gets you. Okay, that's a bit unlucky. Okay, so Shaco's at Raptors. Oh, the ward expired, so you don't know this. Okay. Here's something very important. Okay, here's something very important actually. Okay, in low elo this doesn't exist because the enemy doesn't know this. Now, in high this applies to you quite a lot. There's this very easy trick you can do on your opponents. You can try this if you don't believe me. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, I'll give you an example of what I mean. Let's say that we can use this example actually. Let's say that your jungler is coming from the top side. So in this case, for the Zed, the Shaco is coming from the top side, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of really bad players would walk closer to you. That's what bad players would do, obviously, because they want to get closer to you, but obviously this exposes you to think that something's up, the jungler's definitely here or some shit like that. Sure, that's a bad play to do. Now, what a lot of higher elo players will do who realize this Zed actually, I think he did this on purpose. I can't tell, but it looks like he did. He walked up, if you noticed. He walked up in the lane, like to the opposite side that you did. The reason is because a lot of players will mirror that subconsciously. You don't actually realize this, but you will actually mirror this and stay on this side. And that's exactly what you did.
Okay.
If you watch his movement, he actually does this on purpose, I think. Yes, this is very. Oh, yes. He's definitely doing that on purpose. You can tell that he's doing that on purpose. And then, yeah, exactly. That's a really
Right.
good box as well. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay, whenever they're doing that, whenever this was really obvious too because earlier he was on your side, right? He was on your side, and he suddenly just moves to the other side of the map. That's something very suspicious. He's
Yeah.
setting up because he knows that you're going to move in the opposite direction. He knows you're going to feel safe where you are now.
Mm.
Um, so keep that in mind, okay? Keep that. It's something a lot of players actually do.
Yeah.
Okay, nice barrier there. Okay, type in chat. Okay, pinging is good on the summoner spells, but better to type it in chat so you know the actual times. Okay, he pushes the scent. What did you go for? Okay, that's alright. Did you not have? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. You could have even gone for a second Doran's, actually. I don't know. It's not many people do that, but I think it's still fine. Yeah, you don't have to clear it. Good. That's good. Okay. Okay. Here, there's no way you would push this wave in to his tower soon enough so that he misses minions, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think what you should have done is you should have just let this push in and just less hit minions, because in a ranged versus melee matchup, you always, as the ranged player, you always want the melee player to walk up to your wave because you can poke him more easily that way. Do you know what I mean? If you push the
Yeah.
wave in at this stage of the game, um, Zed has the liberty to engage on you because, like, okay, like The stream is going to catch up. I know it's doing some drawings, but okay. So like, if your wave is here, and then Z is standing here, and then you're here. If Z is level 6, which he will be soon because it's level 4, he can very easily W into his wave and then ult you, and he won't have to interact with the aggression from your side of the wave because it's like, you know, it's stacked up against this tower. In a way, it's frozen under his tower essentially. So there's no like, there's never an excess of minions. It's always just even amounts, right? Whereas, like, so he can freely ult you if you push it in. Whereas if you freeze it here, if you let this push into you, it's going to build up on your side, and when it builds up on your side, he can't really engage you because obviously when he ults you, you can run back to your tower. The minions will draw aggression to him. What else is there? And also, you can poke him more easily when he tries to go for farm because he would have to walk up to your wave, and if he tries to retrade with you, then he would take minion aggression, etc. Right? So, so here you could actually just let it, you know, come towards your side. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I think pushing is also fine, but like, I think you wanted to push it in so that he would miss minions, but there wasn't enough time for that, so didn't happen. Okay, that's a good ward, by the way. I think that's pretty good. And yes, good. If you don't have to show yourself, then don't. He's a level ahead. Yeah, this is good. Your spacing is good here. The amount of space you're keeping. This is good. Okay, he warded that. I usually also like to time wards, so I ping like, okay, I ping the position of the ward and I type like warded until 7 minutes or whatever the timer is on it.
Okay.
But that's something that you don't really have to do. It's a bit like, okay, he used his shadow, so yeah, good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I know, it's okay. I've seen worse, don't worry about it.
No, I take quite a lot of pride in my farming, so watching that is fucking disgusting.
I mean, I have noticed your fucking scrim games, you go like 10 minutes, 10 per minute or some shit, so like, yeah, I can. Alright. Okay, yeah, so here you need to pay attention to his level 6.
Right.
You can actually see it here because this is the replay, but I would actually have my mouse like, you know, if you like click on him, you can see there's a thing on the top left about him. You can see like wait, I don't know. Does it show you the XP? I think it does.
Wait, what? You can press on.
Yeah, if you click on.
What?
No, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, if you're in game, you can't really do it in the replay because it shows up here. But something like this shows up here, on the top left corner when you click on anything in the game. Yeah. With a left click. Yeah.
Wait, I can press him and see what XP he has?
I don't know. Wait, I don't know. I don't actually know if you can see XP. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you can't see XP, then you can see your own EXP and compare it to his.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. So like, you could approximately say that he's maybe 20% more EXP than you are usually, because of the waves you missed. So like, you should be paying attention. Sorry, yeah, maybe you can't see it. You should only use it for health and I don't fucking whatever. All right, maybe I don't know my shit. Okay.
That's fine.
All right, Shaco. Wait, you saw him, right? I think it's spotted. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, nice. What the fuck? He got level 6. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Oh, he got shot down though. Fuck.
Yeah, he fucking one-shot.
Okay. Oh, you don't have a ward. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's good that you're pushing. Okay, what the fuck? Alright. You need to look the back here. Yes, good, good, good. Good. That's very good. I just about missed the EXP on the cannon. Okay. What do you go for? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty standard. What the hell is this? Mid laner Omega War. What the fuck is He's leaving mid lane tomorrow. Okay. That is missing. Nothing special here. Oh, this guy is just that one trick I did. Okay. Oh, he's all learning. Oh, I guess not. Right. Okay. So this is a good example. Okay. Here, sorry, the stream is going to catch up again. I know it's a bit annoying, but okay, here, the Zed has ignited you, and he has taken damage from your QW. Okay? Now, if we check your items, you have 2 potions, so you can get back to full health. You're at full health if you wait 10 seconds, or 15, or however long this is. 15, yeah, 15. So, why would you go back in if he just used Ignite?
Because I knew he would ult, and I was playing duo queue with Kog'Maw, and he said he was going mid. And Grim was there as well.
But he's here.
Yeah, he just said he was coming. I don't know. I can't remember how this plays out. That was just my mindset. I wanted him to ult me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking anyway.
Okay. Alright, so he ults you to no surprise. I'm not even surprised he did. That's a good shot, right? Okay. Oh, you do have barrier though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good barrier. Right. So is Kog'Maw gonna solo kill? Okay. Holy shit, that damage is actually quite good. What the fuck? Alright. Well, I mean, if that's what you were planning all along, I have to say that's an impressive bait that you did there. That was impressive. That was like 4-dimensional. I don't know. I personally like what you could have. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I'm like, you're getting flanked. Like Zed is getting flanked by Kog'Maw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I understand what you mean. I could have gotten an ignite for free. Like.
Yeah. Exactly. But I guess I find if he told you he was coming mid, maybe I don't know. Seems really weird. But if the Kog'Maw wasn't coming, definitely back up. Use potions and then go back to trading because you win the next few trades with him.
Right.
Here again, you can pop a potion. You don't have to be so conservative. You even have the cookie. You can use the cookie here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wait? Okay, fine. The space you're keeping is good, by the way. It's very good so far, I would say. Something you could do more actually. Oh yeah, this is something you don't really do from watching your streams. Is like moving your character, like flicking your character back and forth. You know what I mean? Like very small movements back and forth on your character. Do you know why that's good? Do you know why people do that?
So they don't like calculate my move.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that's 2 reasons. One of them, it's harder for the enemy to know what you're gonna do. Secondly, it's easier for you to like react to a play. Like for example, if you're moving back and forth like along mid lane, so like along mid, I don't know how I could say that. So you move the direction between like the alignment of mid, I guess.
Yeah.
It means that like you can more easily react to Zed like engaging on you, because like if Zed engages on you, obviously you would have to move your mouse back a bit so you can kite him down. But if you're moving back and forth, if you're flickering back and forth, there's less time spent moving your mouse down below your character to move that way. Your mouse would already kind of be there because you're doing it really quickly, and you can choose the direction very, very fast when he does something.
Right.
If that makes
Yeah, no,
sense,
that.
because you don't have to like
Yeah, no.
drag your mouse. That's kind of why people do it. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's really good.
unpredictability, I guess, is kind of it. But it takes practice. You need to like. Okay. Here's something I suggest. Right. Oh fuck. Okay. I'll just say it anyways. If you're in a lane where you're getting pushed in a lot, okay. So like for example against the Zed, because obviously the Zed is slightly ahead of you at the moment with his items and farm and EXP.
Yeah.
What you should do to like get more information about the lane is you should save the trinket for putting it in the middle of the lane.
Okay.
Because it tells you a lot of things actually. It tells you if Shaco is moving from bot side to top side, because a lot of junglers do take this route. It even tells you when to back, because there are some champions that will you'll never know. But there are sometimes when like they will purposefully walk back and like wait here for you to clear, like to push this wave in, because you're gonna think that they backed because they're out of vision. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you put the ward here, that you prevent that. And the other thing is like you get to better see the state of the lane. Like you know more information about how the minions are positioned. So it actually helps a lot. I think you should definitely try it out though. I think it's definitely
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so this type of shit, it would prevent this type of shit, because like if the Zed had a ward here, he would kind of understand like that you would be in this position and probably not backing. If that makes sense, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, the ult is a bit. Okay, you got him anyways. It's good. He didn't have flash. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. That's the clone. Oh, it's not the clone. Oh, okay, that's good. That's really good. Oh, this is good for you. I think you can. No, you don't get the tower, but okay. This is a good push. This is a good push. This is good. Okay, here. Okay, I think I would say this is a mistake. I don't think that you have enough time to get a plate and back efficiently. So what you could do is right now, this is a very good spot for you. He died. Okay, so what buff is spawning? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. You could go to either one, but you have a pink ward in your inventory. Go here and get a tier 1 warden. Okay, and then back. And then come back to lane. Okay? Like, if you can get, like, a pink ward onto, like, this brush, this... Like, these 3 that I just pointed out, you'll see in a second. Then that's really good. It gives you such a huge advantage. Like, it just tells you so many things about their jungler. And it's obviously more important against Shaco because, you know, he becomes invisible and shit. You don't really know where he is. But lots of information. I don't know if... Yeah, so this is really awkward for you now because his wave is here. He can push this in. Yeah, if he kills you, I won't be surprised. He doesn't. Okay, but I guess he does use the ignite, which is good. Yeah, but you missed this wave. Put Goth in a pink down. Here, again, here, the same thing. Wait, where's Zed? He backed?
Yeah, he took 2 turret hits. I don't know what he did.
Oh shit, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you could have put the pink ward a bit deeper than this. This is good, but if you can go even deeper, then always do it. Okay, that's kind of the rule. What do you have? Okay, Lost Chapter, yeah, that's good. You could go tab ice, by the way. Don't be afraid to go tab ice.
Is that right?
Tab ice? Yeah, you can go tab ice.
Hmm.
Against Zed? Yeah, sure.
Okay. Doesn't matter what like jungler
No,
or
not
should I just
really. No,
more
it
focus
doesn't.
on the lane?
No, if
Yeah.
you're playing like Orianna, then it doesn't. If you're playing like Malzahar, then you don't need it because you have the shield. But if you're playing Orianna, you can get tab ice because obviously Orianna is like an immobile mage. It's the
Yeah.
same with like Lux. If you're playing Lux, you can do the same shit. Zoe as well, to some extent. Don't be afraid to get tab ice against like these hard AD like assassin type people. It's fine.
Okay.
Obviously, if you're like in the state that you're in, I don't think you need it. But if you're ever like maybe down, if the Z is like 2-0 and you're like 0-1 or some shit, then you can go tab ice if you're like slightly behind. It's always
Okay.
alright to do. Okay, why? Okay, good. It's good that you didn't go boss. Oh, they're flaming you? No, they're not. No, I lied. No. Alright, this is unlucky. He gets that. I think off chapter, very good. Another karma gank. I think this is pretty good, what you're doing here. This is alright. The Herald, they're up on objectives, which is a bit unlucky, but... Actually, not really. Oh, they kind of are now, they are. Okay. Whenever you're playing against any type of champion like this, or Blitzcrank, or Pike, you always have to assume they have flash. Always. Okay?
Hmm.
You need to stand in a range where you're comfortable getting out if they flash onto you.
Okay.
He didn't actually get you there, but if he did...
Yeah. No, he couldn't.
Yeah,
He couldn't.
yeah. He didn't actually flash for you as well, but... I'm just saying, like, always play like they have flash. It's very important, because if you die here, it's pretty fucking huge for them.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a 4-man siege on this tier 1. Why would he stop the back? Why? It would have been good that he backed. You just get this for free now. Okay, I don't know. Didn't really need to do that. Okay, he needs to back right now. He needs to back right the fuck now. It's like the suicide Yorick where you just die and not care.
Yeah. No, this York was fucking.
Oh, he actually does. Okay. How did you guys lose this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll see. It's pretty
Okay,
fucking
good. This is good.
gross.
Okay, here. Okay, good. Here. What do you do here? This is a good example. Wait for the stream to...
Yeah. I mean, I guess get vision.
Not
Bot
really.
side? No.
No. I mean, you could. You don't even.
Because
No,
of
you don't have any.
dragon.
You don't even have any wards. So no, not really.
Oh, okay. Well,
Macro,
like,
macro. What can you do?
I mean, I could go top, but they're still
Not really. They're
fighting.
backing. No, they're backing.
Okay.
They're backing.
Push.
Okay, I mean, he is fighting, but like this isn't gonna last for much longer. So. Yeah, you could push, but something even better than that. The
Fuck
map.
that. I don't
The
know.
map.
I think
No,
I.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The map is the key. Look at the map. Stare at the map. Be the map. Become the map.
I mean, maybe
Look at
push
the map.
bot.
Yes. Go bot. Push it in.
Okay.
Now, okay. This is how you get to that like perfect CS score, right? Here,
Yeah.
like this is really good. You push this in, so he's going to be preoccupied with this wave. We can ignore mid lane. He's not really going to be doing anything.
Yeah.
So you back. Actually, no, sorry. You don't even back. Sorry. You don't even back. Sorry. You don't back. This is already pushed out, like you just did. You go bot. You clear this wave. You push it in. And then because you'll be backing after this wave, bot lane, the Zed would have pushed the wave back in to mid. And since Kog'Maw is just recalling right as we speak, like now, he has enough time to then walk mid straight away as you're going bot to then take this wave.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because here, what's happening here? Okay. You and the enemy, so both of you, are missing EXP and gold for no reason. This shit bot lane is, you can collect this. This is free gold, but no one is taking it. You can take this. It's free. It's yours. See this? This is good. This Kog'Maw already knows. Your friend knows. Tracer knows, right? And he can go mid. Zed is actually doing what I said. He's going bot. But you could have started the push so that he would have to defend this over here instead, not wherever he is now.
Yeah.
Right, this is very good. Look at the map, okay? Anytime you're not doing anything, think to yourself, can I be pushing another lane? Oh, you get the blue, that's good. What the fuck is this? Okay, Karma gets hooked. Okay, she's dead. She's dead. No need to panic. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that's how you lose. I understand. Well, that's a lot of damage. What the fuck? Okay, I think he's pinging the teleport. Okay, that's not his fault, but okay. Okay. I don't actually know how you guys lost that fight. Okay, Kog'Maw gets hurt. Okay, I know how you lost. Sorry, fuck. It's so obvious. Okay, you can tell me why you lost this fight. We've already talked about this. How do you team fight?
Focus the one closest to the most of the team.
So who is that person in this case?
Thresh.
Exactly. So Hackeren should have just gone on Thresh. That's it.
Yeah, no.
He does get the Ezreal, but there's a chance that the Ezreal would have gotten away. He didn't know that was.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what the fuck happened to this Kog'Maw?
He got flashed, ulted by
Oh,
Cassia.
yeah.
Then my ult was pretty fucking bad.
Okay, so here you could have gone on. Actually, I don't know. That's kind of debatable. I don't know. I think that's close. I don't feel like I can blame you for losing this one. To be honest, it feels pretty reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would have done the same thing as you did. So I don't have much to say. Is he gonna? Nice. This is it. This is the problem. Okay. Look at this Hecarim. Do you know why he's bot?
Because I'm a bot.
Exactly. Because you're a bot. That's bad for two reasons. Firstly, Hecarim can't farm his jungle. Secondly, you're missing EXP. And there's actually a third reason. Thirdly, Baron is up. I know they can't do it, but Baron is up. Okay?
Yeah.
And if he shows bot side, then it becomes really awkward.
I've been thinking about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing Orianna, and usually the AD carry goes mid after
Yeah.
the laning phase. And
Yeah.
where do I go when I don't have TP?
You go bot or top. Go bot or top. Yeah.
Even though like Baron is up and
Yep, exactly. Because can they do it here? They can't do it.
Okay.
See, this Z, yeah, this Z, I would say this Z's macro has been good. Oh shit, what did I click on? Sorry. Fuck, where were we? Yeah, I think this is it. This Z's macro has been pretty good this entire game. This is good. What he's doing here is very good. And essentially, because he would be doing this in an ideal game, you would also be mirroring it. But actually, in this game, you are kind of ahead of him in the tempo, so you would actually be the one to do it first. But yeah, it's the same thing that he's doing regardless. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you see how everything that I'm saying the Z is actually doing?
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying that you can do it earlier because you can. You're up on tempo, so you should always do that because you would be up a wave since some of it would be deleted by crashes in the wave and stuff like that. So Zed would actually be missing minions, but right now he isn't because you aren't pushing it in. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that you're with your team and all, but like you have to realize that Hecarim can do that as well.
Okay.
Okay, and this is fucking garbage. I mean, if this Yorick is dead, this shit is fucking.
Yeah. No.
I can see why you lose now because if this set keeps doing what he's doing now, then what's going on here? You guys attempted. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So like here, you would go top lane. Let me guess. Zed goes top as well. He clears mid and then goes top. Oh yeah. Sorry, he has to go bot because you're fine. Fine. But again, right? Okay, this is pretty bad. This is actually a pretty bad spot. Like, there's no reason for you to assume that a fight is gonna happen. You don't know this is fact. Like, you don't know this is gonna happen for sure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh damn!
Like,
I miss.
you like if you're worried about like missing out on like skirmishes and shit, you could do something as simple as coming here, QW only the magic minions, and just come back. Like that's enough. Like your CSing in lane is very good, but this would make it like 10 times better. Like your like CSing like mechanics are so good that I think you can even reach like 11 or 12 in some games if you did like the things that I was talking about. Because like here you have plenty of time to do this. Like this is like here.
Yeah.
Do you realize like you being here? Okay, what are you actually doing? You just contribute to the QW. And here, you're pushing the wave in, but you have to realize that you're taking away Kog'Maw's farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Hecarim can farm his own jungle, so it doesn't really count. He's not going to take it anyways. Karma isn't going to take it anyways for support. But you're taking the Kog'Maw's farm. And Kog'Maw can't go top. He's not as flexible. Because obviously, you actually need him in a fight, and they don't actually need you in a fight like that much compared to Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, this is really awkward now because Kog'Maw, what is he doing, right? He takes red and he just waits for a fight. I mean, that's, you get the farm he needs. So again, you're mid, but there are already 3 people that can clear the wave. Why do they need you here as well? It's the same thing.
Yeah, we're missing so much top.
Yeah. Like there have already been like 2 waves crash and die on both sides, not just your side. Both sides have done this. This is what people don't realize in these elos, in these like slightly lower elos. Not far off of high elo, but still low elo.
For sure.
Okay, and that's fine because no one else was mid. See this. Have you ever seen this happen in like a pro game? I don't think I have. In a pro game, I would see the roles swapped. I would see the Kog'Maw here, and I would see the Orianna top.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean now?
Yeah, no, I understand.
But it's not just this, it's like you can go bot, like, whenever you have nothing to do. Feel free to always go bot, Okay, let's see. Alright. I'm not even surprised. Can you see this Z? You should be doing what this Z is doing. Exactly. This Z has been playing really well, the macro of the game. He's been playing very well. This is a very good example, actually. This Z. Sorry, I'm not meaning to like say like, oh yeah, you're so bad. I'm just
No, no, no,
saying.
no, no.
I
That's
mean,
fine. No, no, no. I
I'm just
understand.
saying like.
I think I was just in the game. I was just thinking like Yorick got said, but that's fucking 12
Oh no no no
versus
no.
15.
Okay. So what I mean is like mirroring him. Like so, not necessarily like being in the same lane, but like doing this, but the top lane instead. If that makes sense.
But even if I'm Orianna, like anyone with one
Okay.
one one.
So you would do this on Orianna, but all it would the only difference would be that you would back at an earlier time. But yeah, it's still the same
Okay.
thing, right? You would still be getting the same amount of advantage. But yeah. This fucking guy, this is really sad for him. Holy shit. Pretty sure you're able to... Oh, he's level 16. Holy shit. Nice. You're doing Baron. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty close. Nice cold mod passive. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, the problem here is you don't have Smite, and you're walking into 1v3. If you were a jungler, I could see why you would do this. But you're Orianna.
Yeah.
Okay, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but this is one of the main reasons that I hate like mainstream League YouTube content. Because if you look at mainstream League like YouTube shit, right?
Yeah.
Every single video is like someone getting a pentakill 1v5. And it just encourages new players to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's influence really because if you're a new player to this game and you type into YouTube like League of Legends YouTube, what do you get? You get okay, this Yasuo did a 1v5 pentakill. This guy did an epic 1v5 sorry, like some Vayne like outplay or some shit. Um, you have and occasionally you have like some sort of earth shit, like okay, whatever. But have you noticed that none of it has to do with like highlighting good split pushing, highlighting good macro, nothing like that. It's always like, oh yeah, we need to get kills. You know, kills are cool. You know, and
Yeah.
and like I can understand why you would want to do this because of that. I don't know if you probably don't consume much League content, but I would still say that it influences you to some extent. If you see like all these streamers like, oh my god, 1v5, look at what I don't know, fucking Gosu did on Vayne. It's the same shit. It still influences you to think like this.
Mm.
And that's why so many people that's why it's normal to think like this, right? In low elo, what you're doing now is normal because of these videos. And sure, in 1 in 100 games, yeah, sure, absolutely, it does work out. But in the other 99, it absolutely doesn't.
Right. So how should I go about this?
Go bot. This is disgusting. The fact that the state of the minions can be left like this in bot lane is disgusting. This shouldn't be allowed.
Okay.
There's no way this doesn't really like this shouldn't be happening at all. Or if bot was pushed in already, then go mid and push the wave in because you have like here. Whenever anything like this happens, where it's like 3 people doing Baron and like only you are here to respond, you have 2 things you can do. Well, like there are 2 steps you need to take. Okay, first step: accept your defeat. Okay, accept that they're gonna get Baron. Okay, as sad as it sounds, you can't actually do a 1v3 outplay. I know this sounds very very sad, but you can't actually do that. Secondly, think about what you can do in response to them getting Baron. Simple. they're getting Baron. They have to commit 3 people. Otherwise, obviously, they're prone to stealing, to getting stolen. So you can go mid. No one's going to be mid for the next, I don't know, 20 seconds because they're doing Baron. So you can push this in. Prepare for it. If the wave is pushed into their tower, they need to spend longer time to push the Baron minions into your tower so that they actually do something. Does that make sense? Same with bot lane.
Yeah.
But this is disgusting. This shouldn't have been allowed, like, for this lane state to occur. It's disgusting. Yeah, so, I mean, and sure, you get the Zed, but you didn't know that was gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is hilarious. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still wouldn't have said that you should have done that because you didn't
No. I'm not
Okay.
advocating for
Okay,
that. No.
good. Then my job is done. Okay, good. Like, holy fuck, that's fucking garbage. Alright, nice. York is back to what he does all game. Resident Sleeper champion, by the way.
No.
Okay. So I'm really, really struggling right now to understand how you guys lose this. Really struggling here.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
see, it's fucking disgusting.
Okay. So, no minions mid. Well, okay, fine. Okay, there are minions, but they have enough wave clear so that the minions aren't actually there. Because Cassiopeia can put the W down and then the wave is fucked.
Yeah.
Right? So, a fight isn't going to be happening anytime soon because Shaco is dead. There's no reason for you to be mid. Your teammates, sure, maybe, you know, they want to just be here to apply pressure for some fucking reason. But you have no reason to be here. You can go top right now. And the good thing is, if you go top and you start pushing this, you can ping your team back until the push is synchronized with mid and top and bot. And you can set up a perfect 1-3-1 with Baron. Right? So essentially, this group of people would back up a bit, ever so slightly, and then you would go top, push this in. The moment it reaches to like that point, mid lane would also start to push. 3 people mid would also start to push. Same with Yorick, mirroring what you do exactly. And then you can set up a 1-3-1 and you can win like that. Because Yorick is just a 1-3-1 player. Okay, now Yorick died, so the 1-3-1 isn't possible anymore.
No, but
however, it doesn't change the fact that you can go top. Because you have probably missed like 5 entire waves. 5 times 6?
Yeah, at least.
What's 5 times 6, can you tell me?
30.
You're smart. Okay, good. So you would be at 230 farm approximately.
Yeah.
230 farms, that is at 243. I would say that's pretty even. You see where the farm difference comes from? Mid difference, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that. But, yeah, so this is very bad. When your jungler has to do this for you, this is very bad. You never want to see your ADC or jungler doing this. It's impolite. It shouldn't be part of the culture. This is what should be on YouTube, by the way. Think people talking about this. Not like how I 1v5 like fucking like on Yasuo. That should never be like platformed. It's such a bad
what are you talking about?
Sorry, I keep moving on to it because it really pisses me off. Like, when new players join and then they're like, oh, have you seen the new, like, 1v5 from whatever the fuck? It just pisses me off. And this is, instead of that being, like, the main type of content on YouTube, it should be things like how a split push is played. Like, someone explaining that. You know?
Yeah.
Because if a new player here like sees the 1v5 shit, then of course they're gonna do that. Because the only thing they see, right? It's so annoying. It's actually just so annoying, and like it's part of the normal culture because it's everywhere on YouTube. That's exactly. Oh, okay. Is that alright? No, you didn't. Okay, feels bad. But I can see how you lost now. The thing is like. It doesn't seem obvious, but like the amount of pressure that these like split push lanes apply are actually insane. And that's kind of the addition of all of these like lanes being pushed in constantly. That's kind of why this is happening. Okay. Yeah, this was winnable.
Oh yeah.
Wait, this is hilarious. You guys are actually up on gold.
No.
This is so funny. You guys are actually up nearly 1k gold while they lost. That's so good. That's hilarious. That's so good. Yeah. I mean, do you have any questions or?
No, I'm trying to processing everything.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's how it always is, right?
No, but I see the game, like the one we played just now, entirely different after talking to you.
Right.
And
Well, that's what I
that's
hope.
yeah. I mean, it's just so obvious, when you watch it like this. Like, what the fuck did I do
Yeah,
mid? It's like
it's almost okay, like I actually talked about this to the guy I was coaching before this, not on stream, but when I was like
okay.
off stream. The funniest thing is like out of this entire thing, right? Whenever I look at replays of like of anyone, okay,
Mm.
the funniest thing to me is that if you actually looked at the replay yourself, you would actually detect like everything that I say. It's so funny because I did this to the guy I was coaching before, where he would like he came to me and he's like, "Oh, okay, how do I like what do I do if I'm getting invaded?" And then I would say, "Okay, wait, sorry, what did he ask me again? Let me just be specific here." He said something like, "Oh yeah," he said something like, "How do I?" I think he said something like, "How do I predict where the enemy jungler is gonna be or some shit?"
Yeah.
And I asked him, and then all I had to do was I broke the problem down a bit. Okay, so I said, "What do you do? Like, what kind of information can you gather to piece together a path?" And he said, "Okay, well, I can get information from boards. I can get information from scouting by asking laners to come with me into the enemy jungle." And then I asked him, like, okay, so what's your question then? Like he just answered his own question. He knows how to answer his
Right.
own. And I see this across like everyone that I talk to. All right, it's like they come to me with all these like questions. Like, oh my god, all it takes is to look at one replay, and these are things that you can also see. It's not like I'm not here. Like I'm not some sort of special person. I don't do like research in this field. I'm not like some sort of like PhD like league person. I'm
Yeah.
a normal fucking person with an opinion,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just like,
right?
I don't know. It takes time to watch the VODs. You just want to play a game. I
Yeah,
guess that's true.
exactly, and that's what
Mm.
I've been thinking all this while. Like I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and like that's the only thing I can come up with is that people are just lazy.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
don't want to watch their own VODs because it doesn't sound fun, right? But at
For
the same
sure.
time, how could they say that they so strongly want to improve at the game
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
do
No,
not
it's
do something so simple as look at their own VODs? It's
yeah.
insane.
No, it's funny. Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane how many times these people have questions that they can actually answer themselves. It's insane
Mm.
to me. They just don't think. They don't think enough. They don't pay attention. They don't think. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to it. There's nothing like I don't do research. I don't have any like paper. I like show people like, oh, here's a research paper where like
Mm.
3,000 people like participate. Like no, I don't do that type of shit. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And like I honestly feel like it has to do with the type of mainstream content that League has everywhere, not just on YouTube, even like Twitch, really, where like people would, there are tons of people that like play the game and then they either don't say anything about what they're doing or they try these really obscure things like full AP Shen jungle or like whatever the fuck people even do these days. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, and I feel like it's very cancer because it has to do with a lot of people playing badly. I'm not joking. I genuinely feel if I'm a new player and that's the type of content that I'm watching, then I'm gonna do the same thing. If that's the only type of content I see, of course I'm gonna do that as well.
Mm.
And it just, I don't know, it's just annoying. It's just,
Yeah, no, I agree.
um, and that's kind of why, like, you know, there. I don't know. I just like this game has a culture around it. Okay, like any game has, and that's fine.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with it having a culture. It's absolutely acceptable for it to. But what's problematic is that the culture, the norm, what's normal, are these things that are absolutely absurd if you think about them in a slightly more detailed manner. They're
Mm.
absurd, like the Baron thing earlier. I was talking to you about. It is absurd to do that if you just
Yeah,
think
no,
about it. You
yeah,
know
my mindset is because, I've probably done that so many times, and
exactly. But
sometimes I've
how do you
gotten it right,
start?
and the only
Exactly.
thing I think about is me getting that triple kill, you
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, for
And
sure,
like,
for
how do you
sure.
start doing it? Well, you look at a video and you see this fucking Lee
Yeah.
Sin go 1v5 back. It's the same shit.
Mm.
And it
Mm.
becomes a habit, and the habit becomes the norm, right? That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Mm.
But yeah, like I asked the guy I was talking to before, the first thing I asked him before I even talked to him was, what do you think the difference is between someone who is in Challenger and someone who's in Gold? And there would be these things where like, oh, okay, his mechanics are better, and like, oh, okay, he knows his champion better, and like, yeah, these are all absolutely true. And I said, why does he know these things better, and how does he know these things better? And like, more started listing more things down, like, he, you know, he's played the game more, which is true. Yeah, practice definitely does do a lot, but
Mm.
there's tons of things that are just like you need to realize before you can even practice them. And like
Yeah.
these answers that he gave, like people seem to think that people in Challenger are like somehow just like they study the game, like they have a PhD in the game, and they're like, oh wow, every single day they go home and they're like doing research, like number calculations. Oh, they know the exact timings of minions spawning. No, they don't know these things. They don't have to know these things.
Mm.
It's all they're doing is that they're paying attention to the game. They're just thinking about it. They're paying attention. That's it. They know, like, the amount of things they know about the game is the exact same as you. They just apply it more. They just apply it more and they use it more wisely. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
You actually know these things. You know these things. I know you do. I absolutely know you know these things very well. But they just apply it better because they think.
Yeah, probably like the small things as well, like the ones you think doesn't matter, like pinging the word, saying
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
if you just apply every small detail,
Sure, sure. Sorry,
gets playing
someone in chat
does the difference.
has a comment. I think that's half true. Top junglers know a lot about how matchups will turn out at my level. Yeah, so that's kind of the other thing is that obviously it's very very true that um, someone who's played the game more will know more things about the game. That's absolutely true. And there are plenty of studies and stuff that show that knowing things isn't enough for you to be good at them. That's completely true. You need to have actually practiced it. That's the most important bit. But to practice the right thing, it takes thinking. And to know the right thing, that's the question. But that's what I'm saying is that everyone actually knows these things. It's just that they're not applying it correctly. They're not thinking and they're not practicing the right things because they're not thinking. It's a loop. Sorry. Yeah, if that kind of makes sense. Like the practice definitely comes into play, but people practice the wrong things too much, and their gameplay just becomes consistently bad. That's kind of what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But like you know as much as like the other people. It's just that they think more about it and stuff like that. Yeah, because like if you're talking about
Yep.
like matchups, for example, like oh, you could say that someone who's played the game 1,000 games more than some I don't know some other person. Um, you could say oh well they know their matchups better, right? But if you just like thought about it, like genuinely not played the game but actually just thought about it, like Evelyn versus Lee Sin matchup, you could say oh well I don't play jungle so I don't know what this is going to be like, but you can just think about it. Who deals more damage? Who would outtrade at level 1? Well, I would say Lee Sin. Okay, fine. Who would outtrade level 2? I would say still Lee Sin. Who would outtrade level 3? Um, Gets a bit closer. Maybe still Lee Sin though. Level 4 still Lee Sin probably. Level 5 still Lee Sin. Level 6 definitely Lee Sin. So okay, we can say on average that at most levels Lee Sin would probably win an Evelyn. Therefore, it's important to ward key spots that Lee Sin would be looking for in the jungle. For example, the blue buff, because Lee Sin is a solo camp taker, obviously. So he would be looking for to invade the blue buff, Gromp, maybe wolves, and maybe red, and maybe even golems. That's a bit niche though. Scuttle Crab's definitely something he will be taking. So what are some important ward locations? Well, I can tell you right now that it's definitely going to be your blue, because it connects your Gromp and blue together, and both Scuttles are very important to ward. Secondary warding locations would be your wolves, and golems and red. I've just like, can you see like all I've done is thought about it. I don't play jungle that much. I don't like
Yeah.
main jungle or anything, but like you can think about these things. And if you genuinely put in an effort to think about these things, spend time thinking about it, then it should be fun.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed is, um, I mean, word placements. I usually like I don't really think about where I'm putting them.
Yeah, it's just like
I
wherever
just
wherever the
do it.
pros put it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like oh, I saw this on LCS. Let's do this. Like
Yeah.
what? You know? Um,
Yeah. No, you should really think about that more. Yeah, you should.
yeah, I just think it's really toxic that everyone holds like people at a high rank at some sort of like god tier standard, not even just like just calling them better at the game, but rather god tier. Like you can't doubt anything they say, and like
Hmm.
I have to do what they do. And do you know why they do that? No, I don't know that. I just know that you have to. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah.
Like, how's that like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all I have to say. I'm sorry, I kind of went off topic on like
No, no, no.
the
It's
fucking like
fucking,
community
fucking.
shit. It just pisses me off though. It's just really annoying to me. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't have said anything, I would probably just still
Right,
try to
exactly,
do my
because no one checks their
better
own
play. You
replays.
know?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and maybe I would get better at it. Probably I would, but I
Yeah,
mean, in the end, it doesn't
and
fucking.
from maybe 1 in 100 games, you'd go to 2 in 100, much better. But
Right. Yeah.
still fucking garbage. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, like just thinking about the game is something that's missing.
But I
So
mean, like, um, do you think like one should watch every VOD or like just once in a
no,
while?
no, absolutely not. I would like, I don't know. I would say, obviously, don't like stress yourself. Obviously, don't fucking like. If you have real life shit to do, then obviously,
Yeah.
prioritize that. But like, um, I don't know. VODs were I would say definitely recommend watching VODs where you. It doesn't matter if you won or lost, but it matters if at any point in the game you were like, okay, like what the fuck was I supposed to do there? Like
Yeah.
was what I did correct? Because you saw like you could see that there were many options and then you chose one, and like
Mhm.
you were like, okay, was that really right? If you're kind of thinking that, then you should definitely watch the VOD. And these things happen in wins or losses. It doesn't matter. Um,
Yeah.
Like, it could happen like any point in the game. So, but I would say,
True.
yeah, watch as many of your VODs as you can, absolutely. But just whenever you're watching a VOD, just know that you actually know the answers. There's no, you just have to think, and that's it, right? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, if like a brand new player join, I can't just say like just think and then you will know it forehead. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's not like that. But someone who has like a very basic understanding of the game can already like derive so much on their own.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a reason why some climb pretty fucking fast and some doesn't. You know.
Yeah, because they realize that the culture is cancer, like the culture that surrounds the game, the
Oh.
norm, right? And yeah, they think more because they genuinely want to get better at the game. Yeah. And like I feel like it's very good that there's like I'm not saying that there's zero like content that goes over the game and like the reasons why you should do certain things. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. It absolutely does exist in this game. But if I asked you now, like, could you name me someone that does this? Or could you name me like some sort of community that does this? Like, I don't think I can point to a single one other than like Summoner School Reddit or some shit like that.
Hmm.
Like even LS, like give him credit for what it's due. He's quite a experienced guy. I don't doubt it, but like I feel like it doesn't explain why you do certain things, and I think it's very toxic. I think that is a very toxic thing to do.
Yeah.
That does what? Um, like communities and like content that doesn't focus on like the I outplayed this guy, but rather focuses on like okay, I did that play because X Y Z, or you should always do this because X Y Z. It's always like I'm doing this because a pro did it, and then if you ask them why the pro does it, they don't know, and that's what I think is really bad. And that's what I'm saying that there are some pros that actually do explain it, but it's like the type of mainstream thing that gets popularized is not that type of stuff. It's always like the very obscure things that people do without any reason at all. And that's kind of what the new players tend to pick up on. That's kind of what I've noticed. But yeah, I think Summoner School. I think the Summoner School like Reddit thing is pretty good because it's a
Wait,
subreddit based
what's
on.
that?
There's this Reddit. You know what Reddit is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this Reddit called Summoner School, and it's pretty popular. It's like anything to do with like educational league content.
Hmm.
So it's really good. I think it's a very good idea, but it's just if you look at Summoner School and you look at like some other YouTube channel that posts like fucking highlights all day, like it's
Yeah.
nowhere near as popular.
No.
But I think Summoner School is very good content. It's very good explanations of certain things, very good like guides even sometimes. Yeah. But that's like people don't know why they do things, and that doesn't make them think in this game, and that's kind of the problem, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's just my opinion. I don't have any like stats on this or some shit. It's just like
No, but I mean
it's quite
it's
obvious. Like
yeah, it's like fucking I don't know, it's like math, you know, you get the answer, but where does that get you,
yeah,
you know? You
exactly.
need to
Like
know
how
how to
does
get
yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's the same thing.
I don't use Reddit that much, but this seems fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't really like. I subscribe to it. I just don't really use it. Sorry, I don't really like go to the subreddit too often, but like from time to time I just take a look. But I think the
Yeah.
content that they do is very like I like the idea of having a Reddit like this, and I also kind of like that it's quite popular. It's not like the
Hmm.
least popular thing I've seen. So, um, Yeah, I think that's really healthy for the game. But just the other
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
90% is just like holy shit. Mm. Probably cut this part out before I post it to YouTube so that I don't get like copyright strike by 10 million people for like saying negative things about them. Dude, I can't wait for someone to like hear that. Like, some sort of like person that does that type of content to hear that. I can't fucking wait. I don't know. I don't know. It just fucking annoys me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I don't really give a shit what they think, but like, Jesus.
yeah.
Like the thing is, like, I don't actually know if they know they're doing it intentionally. That's what really annoys me. Is like I don't actually know if they're doing it on purpose. Um, I hope not, but it's just really toxic if they are. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, LS, I mean, his patch
Yeah, his
notes.
patch notes are good because he explains why certain things are happening. But like,
Yeah.
if you watch like his coaching stuff, it tends to be like, oh, do this, and if you don't do this, I will like, I don't know, whatever, like troll, like I'll leave the call or he
Mm.
just says some troll shit. But he doesn't like explain like why, you should do certain things. Well, yeah, he does sometimes, sure, but like not as often as I'd prefer it to be, I guess, in my opinion.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, you should be able to explain everything
Sure,
you do.
sure. I mean, look, it's either that I don't think Ellis is a good coach. I think he's experienced to coach people, but I feel like he just doesn't do a good enough job of explaining the whys of why you should do things. Um, yeah, I mean that's all I have to say. And I feel like here's the other thing that I was thinking about not too long ago is like when Ellis talks, he sounds like he has such a like strong opinion on like a lot of these things in the game, but
Mm.
a lot of what he says is not like accepted by many people. And that's fine if he still thinks that way. That's completely okay. Because there are things that I probably say that are not accepted by many people. But that's kind of the reason I don't have such a strong opinion on it. I don't try to like force it onto people because it's not like empirically correct. It's an opinion, right? At the end of the day, everything about this game is going to be an opinion.
Mm.
But
For sure.
we have to respect that. It's never like there's nothing in this game that is a truth if you're talking about like what's correct, what's good to do. At the end, there's never ever going to be anything like that. So we need to treat that cautiously and not like spread misinformation in that sense. I think he understands the game well, but doesn't know how to transfer that knowledge. Um, I think he does know how to transfer the knowledge. I just feel like the way he communicates, rather, like this communication, like it just it just comes off wrong. Right? It just comes off not the way I would like it to, because of how little he like explains things and like why they are. I think the why is the most important thing. I just can't emphasize that enough. Oh yeah, like there was this. Oh yeah, shit. I can give you an example, like a really good example. Like today, I was
Yeah.
actually going through Instagram. I don't use Instagram that often, but like I still have one. Going through Instagram, and then like some fucking guy that I don't know, some guy that I had was following me. He posted
Yeah.
like a what do you call it when like you re fucking like some post someone's like picture on Instagram? I don't fucking know whatever it's called. he like reposted like someone else's picture, like some leak,
Yeah.
like page's picture or some shit, and
Hmm.
like, sorry, it wasn't a picture, it was like a short video, and like, the video was like, um, the video was called like how to use teleport, and I was like, okay, that's good. That this is like the first time I've seen like something related to like how do you like a mini guide on Instagram. This is the
Yeah.
first time, and like how do you teleport? And then I'm like, okay, let's take a look, and I watched the video, and it's so fucking shit. It's like what it is like just text, and it says like, okay, here are some key warding spots. Some key teleport spots. Thresh's lantern, Jarvan's, thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? How does this like help anyone? Like, and then
Yeah.
after that, they say like, it says in text like, now you will never have an excuse to hold teleport. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, who even made that? Like, do you even play the game? Holy shit! Like, I thought it was. I kind of got some hope there for a second,
Yeah.
and then I watched the video and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know it would be this bad. I don't know. That was quite stupid when I saw that. I was just holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Like half the content that goes out is just like, yeah.
By the way, what streaming service or whatever you are using? It's not OBS, right?
It's called Streamlabs OBS. You know Streamlabs? It's like the
Oh.
like Streamlabs has like an extension to OBS where it like adds a shit ton of stuff and makes it like 10 times better. So that's kind of what this is. It's called Streamlabs OBS because it's like built on top of OBS because it uses the OBS like framework,
Oh, okay.
but it has like other shit onto it. So
Maybe I should get that.
I mean, you can stream equally well on both things. It's just
Oh, okay.
this one has like more things on it and shit. So. What the fuck is this?
So you're planning to stream like,
You can check my schedule.
yeah, five days a week?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking ambitious.
Ambitious. I mean, it is what it is, right?
No, it's good. It's good.
Again,
Why
I'm pretty
not?
happy about it. Hell yeah, dude, of course.
Yeah. If you're gonna do something, do it right.
Yeah, dude, of course. That's how it always is. What else is there that pisses me off? uh, I don't know. This has turned into quite a long like a rant session about like why I hate like certain things about the community. It's just so fucking annoying every time I think about it. I'm like,
I think it's interesting.
yeah, I feel like it's just really unfortunate that we will never be able to get any form of like actual data for things in this game other than like obviously champion statistics, but other like more detailed things about the game, like like how many, I don't know, like how often do people um do certain things in like Korea versus like NA. These are more like detailed. Like I'm talking about like how often do people back, how often do people split push, things like these.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know. It's just kind of unlucky that we'll
Has to
never
be
be able to.
hard though as well though, right?
What?
Like push has to depend on, I mean, who you're playing against.
Oh yeah, of course. But like,
and all that
yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying is that like I or you, like we would never be able to do this research, and like you would require like a body of
Hmm.
academic like people to do it, and that's kind of why it's sad because that probably isn't gonna happen anytime soon, from what I know.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like until then, I mean, everything is just an opinion, really. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
about this game at least. Uh, there are some things you can kind of quantify a bit better, but it's just not in a position where you can actually use statistics. So, just
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've been thinking about is like meta champs.
hmm
Like how much better is one champion
right. That's yeah, exactly. That's kind
compared
of
to one,
yeah,
just
yeah,
because like in LEC they play this champ, I
yeah,
shouldn't be.
exactly.
Yeah, you know.
And like even I would even say I wouldn't even say that the like the win rate percent and like the tier list stuff is representative of how good a champion is because you don't know any of the calculations that go on. You don't know what rank those are in. You don't know whether those people have played that champion before. You don't know. Um, fuck, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just like yeah, you don't even know why those stats are. It might be because there's some
I
sort of
mean,
a
one
bug
champion
in the
could be
game.
harder, you know.
Right, one champion could be harder. There might be a bug in the game that abuses. Like, there's so many things that like these websites don't consider. So even those stats are very like you can't really use them to like sure the tier list does give you like a rough idea of what
Hmm.
champions are strong that does exist but it's not to like the level of detail that some people think I think
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
and that's kind of sad I think that we'll never get to a point where that is ever going to change it's always going to be like
Hmm.
an opinion
Yeah.
always an opinion and obviously there's this thing called a confirmation bias which is like if you collect data
Hmm.
like if you support like an action and you collect data um, to see whether or not you are correct about supporting the action, you're more prone to selecting data that supports you rather than looking at all at the ones that don't support you.
Right.
It's called
Right.
confirmation bias, where you're confirming your own beliefs by selecting subconsciously the things that you want to see, and
Hmm.
you ignore the rest. You pretend like it doesn't exist. Um,
Like
and so
you
that's
hear what you want to hear.
yeah, exactly. Like yeah, because like right now, if I go to like Google or something and I search like, should I be left leaning or should I be right leaning? Because obviously the politics shit is like really strong now for a lot of people.
Hmm.
And like if I search like, should I be left leaning or should I be right leaning? Like I will get articles for both sides. Now, if I am inherently like a right leaning person because I don't know, like all the people I talk to are right leaning or whatever, and I am right leaning because of that, or I would say I'm slightly on the right, then I will most likely select out those pieces of articles that say that being right leaning is good. And I will
Yeah.
completely ignore the ones that are left because it's shown like in studies that this is something that is very very that plagues like research everywhere like in science and like wherever something that really like a lot of people pay attention to now because of how big of an impact it has to how you gather data and how you that's kind of what I'm saying is that like everything in this game is prone to confirmation bias if you have an opinion. It's absolutely prone to confirmation bias. If you say like,
Yeah.
okay, Zoe is the best champion in the game, and then someone asks, okay, why do you say that? And then you say, okay, well here's the match history of this Zoe one trick. She has 70% win rate in like master. Okay, what about the people in bronze that are 30% win rate on Zoe? Like this is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, right? Like, and without a proper body of research, this will never ever like be conquered. It's always going to be like this.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, a good example is if you're a fan of someone, it's fucking hard to change that opinion.
Well, yeah, like the white knight shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I've spoken to some people, and then it's like, um, I asked them like, okay, uh, why do you do something? Like, I asked him like, he does something, and I ask him, why do you do this? And he's like, oh, LS said so. I'm like, what the fuck is that? LS said so. Okay, all right. And is LS like some sort of a fucking? Does he have like a PhD in this? Is that why?
Yeah.
Has he been cited by like some sort of academic journal, or
Yeah.
or does he just have a really strong opinion on something that is prone to confirmation and selection bias? You know, that's just how it is. I'm also prone to fucking. I'm also prone to it. Absolutely, I also am affected by it. But that's kind
I
of
think
why I'm
everyone is.
saying like you need to think for yourself, and I feel like
Yeah.
I'm a bit more careful with the way I spread the information. Like
Mm.
you need to pay attention to like how you say it so it doesn't come off like you're empirically correct, like you're always correct. That's not what I want it to sound like.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really good. I mean, that's why they say you should be open-minded, I guess.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, in research and like sciences and stuff like that, maybe not, but because like, I can tell you whether or not an electric field propagates or some shit like that. That's something I can tell you because there's research on it. But in League, yeah, everything in this game, you need to keep with an open mind. Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going to be like this, so you have to get used to it. So, hmm.
How long have you been streaming for, by the way?
Like today or like
No, no,
I think I streamed for like a week and a half, and then I took like a 1 week. No. I've been streaming. I streamed for like 2 weeks, and then
no.
I took
Okay.
like a 1 week break, and then yeah, like I'm here again after the 1 week because I needed to like
Yeah.
get some shit together and stuff. So yeah, but I'm back, and it should be for like good now. I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. You're motivated?
Well, I mean, the thing is like in my free time, I do this anyways, where like I would go on Discord and I would just like ask random people if they wanted coaching. I do this in
Yeah.
my free time, like anyway. So I said, why the fuck not just stream it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah, for sure.
oh yeah, like yeah, some people like pay me to coach them as well, but
What do you
yeah, it's the
take?
same shit. Well, it depends on like I don't know. I try to negotiate so that it's like fair.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It really depends though.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And like here I am. When I had 50 followers, like from what I know, I'm probably gonna get like a sub button because I've hit all the criteria that they ask for. So I can get my fucking emote, dude. I'm so excited.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know what it would be though. That's the thing. I don't know. It's still fucking hype though.
Do you play a lot of League yourself
No,
nowadays?
not. I mean, there like the way I play the game is like I would spam like, maybe 20 games over a weekend, and then I would stop playing for like a week and a half or some shit because I just don't have time. But there are some weekends when I like don't have that much work to do, so just like fucking. I just play a lot of games at once, and then during the weekdays I don't really have that much time, so no.
Hmm.
During the weekends, yeah, maybe if I don't have things to do, then yeah, I'll
Gotcha.
play. But it's not like that many games. Like last season, I think I played like I don't know, like 150, I think. I don't know.
Hmm.
Holy fuck! I've been on live for like 5.5 hours.
Yeah, I saw that, dude.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's good work.
First day back, fucking going all the way, dude. Going all the way. Uh,
Talking about being a fan of somebody, Reckless is streaming. I started streaming again. That's fucking
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I love watching that guy.
Wait, that
Guy's a Swede.
doesn't he like take these really long breaks all the time? Because he's like depressed and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wait, is it
But
because he's depressed though, or what?
I don't know. I don't have that insight. But
Okay.
I just love seeing him stream. But it's like he has like a period of
Wait,
maybe
hold on. Wait. Sorry,
once a year.
Reckless or Wreckful?
No, Reckless.
Oh fuck! I think Wreck. Different. Okay. All right. No, he doesn't have depression. Sorry, he's
No.
the wrong guy. The wrong guy. Fuck. Okay. Um. Yeah, like I don't see like that many of the fucking pros streaming.
I mean, there's not. There's
Right?
not a
Because like
lot of.
most of the people that stream League a lot are like streamers, like that's what you would call
Yeah,
them, like on
yeah,
PewDiePie and shit like that.
exactly. But I mean, Reckless, he streams like, I don't know, he has a period once a year or something when he streams a lot.
Wait,
And
really?
I just, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and I
oh,
just love it because, I mean, he talks about anything. I mean,
right,
he interacts
right.
with the chat, and I mean, if anyone asks if, how's everything in Fnatic, he just, he
Yeah,
talks about
yeah,
it as
yeah.
much as he can, and that's fucking, yeah, I don't know, I
No, that's
love it.
pretty good then. I didn't even know he streamed. I've never seen him stream before.
Yeah. Do you follow the pro scene?
Depends on what you mean by that.
I
Like,
mean, do you watch like LEC and LCK?
so I've never really liked like EU LCS and like LA. I don't watch LAC
Okay.
because I feel like EU is a bit like more boring. I don't know if that's I am like in the EU and I'm from the EU. I just
Mm.
I don't know.
No,
I
no,
just don't find it to be like us. Like I feel like I can attach more to the personalities of the NA people for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because
no.
they're a bit more expressive in terms of like their culture.
Mm.
But I kind of like to watch the NALCS when I have time.
Gotcha.
I don't really watch it like that often, but I'll watch like a few games when it's on.
Yeah.
But like I keep track of like the shit that happens. Like that fucking zillion top shit is really stupid.
Mm.
I think it should be removed immediately.
Wait. Say that again. What should we remove?
Oh, did you not see that? Like, Huni,
Yeah.
he picked. So this is NALCS, but in an actual game, like at a tournament game, like an NALCS game, he picked
Yeah.
Zillion top lane with Kleptomancy, and then you start with Frostfang, and
Okay.
then the point of this is um, you you have to not get any farm because from what I know, I don't know this too well, but from what I know, if you have Frostfang and you don't get any farm, the bonus is upped on the Frostfang gold bonus because Frostfang is like if you hit the guy you get like money.
Yeah.
But the bonus is upped if you have 0 farm, because the game like uses this as a tool to detect whether or not you're a support.
The fuck?
So Zilean top lane, and then you purposely don't get any farm, and all you do is you hit the opponent, and the Klepto stacks proc, and the Frostfang also triggers, and then the thing is like what you do is you let him push into your tower 24/7, so the tower gets the minions, and you never accidentally get anything. And then it's actually fucking hilarious because the Zilean was up 200 gold
Oh fuck! I have
against
to see this shit.
Urgot, who was actually farming.
Oh my god! What team does Sony play for?
Wait,
You know
I don't
what
know
game
if,
it was?
yeah, I can find it. It was on Reddit, like when
Fuck
it
is this
happened.
shit?
Yeah, it was like on Sunday, I think it was. And then, but they lost the game, but he was still up on gold, and it's like a thing that, right, is like people are talking about it now, and I think they have to ban it because it's so cancer. Like, it just goes against the purpose of top lane to
Exactly. Yeah. No.
fucking
No.
garbage.
It's.
It's just some little shit that like some little fuckers found, and like,
Yeah. They're just.
let me find it. Yeah, what team is Huni on? I don't actually
But I mean,
know.
it's still weird though, isn't it? Like, if you have 0 farm, like even a support could get, you know, get
No, not
get
really.
farm.
No, well, yeah, but ideally you wouldn't, and like you especially wouldn't in the first few minutes of laning phase, which is when you would have gotten most of your gold anyways. That's kind of why the system exists. Um, yeah, that's. Oh, fuck, where's this shit? Let me look at. Yeah, this is like okay, I found it. So here's. Oh no, it's not this. Yeah, it was Huni though. It was Huni. No, not this one either. Okay, here's here's a Reddit thread of like I'll give it to Discord. Okay, here's a Reddit thread of
Please.
these are some like people's comments on like the Zillion thing. I can't find the game where it happened exactly.
Yeah. Scar is like, yep. Remove it.
Yeah, remove it. Yeah. Yeah, and like here's like an op.gg thing of like someone found that on op.gg there's like a weird like an inconsistency in the statistics of like Zillion top lane, where you can see that the most recommended thing for a Zillion top is like Iceborne Gauntlets or some shit or Klepto. But most people would have thought that it would have just been like corrupting pot into like AP items. Um, so
Fucking A.
yeah, and then Huni picked. There's only been one person that did it, like picked this in like competitive, but fucking hell,
Still.
like being up 100 gold for not farming, that shit's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was up like 200 gold in laning. It was so fucking stupid. But the thing is, like this isn't just Zillion. You can do this on any like champion that
Yeah.
does
No, for
dumb
sure.
shit. You pick like Lulu, you can do the same things.
I mean, just watching someone intentionally not CSing, it's so fucking absurd.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. I can't find a video of it. That's a bit annoying.
Yeah, you can watch every VOD. I
Yeah, I'm sure it's
mean,
somewhere in the VOD. Yeah.
Was it 2 days ago?
Yeah, 1 or 2
So
days ago, I think so.
this. Do you know what team he plays for?
Let me check. I can check. The 100 Thieves. Is it?
So it was either CLG.
Oh no! I found the game. It's
Oh,
it's 100 Thieves versus Clutch Gaming.
okay.
Okay, yeah, who
Okay.
needs in Clutch Gaming? Yeah, yeah, it's just
Okay. Let me see
fucking
here.
hilarious. Like,
Yep. There's the Cillian.
yeah, and he intentionally
Let's
goes zero farm. Fucking garbage.
see what the casters say.
They lose the game, so
Yeah. Wait, Bang is in fucking NA?
yeah. Because
The fuck?
NA doesn't have any good players, so they just rely on imports to win.
Yeah.
Like for example, what team is that? Is it Optic? I think. One of the teams with Jensen in it. You know Jensen or whatever
Yeah.
his name. Yeah. The team that he's in is Jensen, who's European,
Yeah.
and the other 4 people are Asian, so like Korean people. It's fucking hilarious, dude. And they call themselves like NA, like it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't watch NA.
Oh, you don't actually watch NA? Okay, interesting.
No. I
Are you one
follow
of those
EU
people
pretty
that like
hardcore.
spams the like anti NA copy pasta and chat, like stuck
Nah,
at
no, no, no.
McDonald's or some shit like that?
Only mentally, dude. Only
Mentally?
to myself.
Alright, I
I
understand.
mean, yeah, I hate NA.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
No. I just love you that much, you know. When it comes
Okay.
to League, obviously, what the fuck.
I don't think I have a strong like love or hatred for any of
I mean,
them.
I'm so
You're
how do you
patriotic,
say?
that's what it is.
Yeah, but let's see what it's called in English. Yeah, I mean, I'm just so competitive. Like, I
Okay.
I couldn't play League if it wasn't competitive. I don't play games that's not competitive.
Oh wow, you're one of
And
those
I mean,
people. Okay.
yeah. And I mean, I'm hardcore into sports, you know,
Oh,
just
are you?
because
What
it's
sports do you
competitive.
play?
I mean, I play every sport, but it's more watching sport. I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
played football, soccer my entire life, you know, and
Oh, I understand. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's where it comes, you
So
know, EU
like,
versus NA
so
and whatnot.
you play like competitive Minecraft then, or
Right.
that's my favorite too.
Roblox, let's
Yeah,
go.
competitive Roblox.
Imagine Hooney fucking up and getting a CS and then it all fucks up, you know?
Yeah, that's how it is, kid.
That would be
That's
so fucking
why.
hilarious.
That's why you let the guy. Uh, that's why you let the guy push in because so your tower secures it and your bombs don't accidentally.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, Urgot, shouldn't he just be able to, I don't know, just fucking attack him? Because if he throws a bomb, he can just go near a minion and then he's fucked.
um,
I mean, I guess he could auto
I
attack and the
don't.
minions
That's
will
I guess,
attack him, but
but that's why he's under the tower. Yeah, no, that
uh,
makes sense because if Urgot like think about it, right? If the Zillion never ever hits the minion, then it's always gonna be under his tower, and because it's under his tower, the Urgot always has to go to his tower to farm, right?
yeah, that's
So
true.
Like, I mean, no. Here's the thing, right? The Zillion doesn't even have to like throw bombs at him. Like he's just auto. He doesn't even have to throw bombs. Because
Yeah,
the
that's true.
Kletto and the Frostfang is what matters. And Frostfang also procs from the autos, so. Yeah, so top lane Zillion with the build has 53% win rate. Like, what the fuck?
Hmm. Oh, fuck that shit. That's so fucking boring.
I know.
Yeah, fucking hell. It's soon 2 a.m. Probably have to go to bed now.
Oh, it's too. Wait, are you in Sweden or?
Yeah.